Welcome back to Ranks and Reactions, y'all. It's been a minute. If you've been wondering where I've been, don't worry, I haven't disappeared. Ryan and I have spent the past few weeks moving our entire lives from Florida to Missouri. Between boxes, paperwork, and trying to remember which box contains literally anything of importance, Ranks and Reactions took a short hiatus. And I don't care what anybody tells you, Missouri is just as hot as Florida. It is 95 degrees today, and we are sitting at about 85% humidity. It's hot outside. And if you've noticed, we've got a little bit of a different backdrop. Still trying to figure out our final touches on where Ranks and Reactions is gonna land as far as our videos are concerned. So stick with us. And since the 4th of July is only 2 days away and we'll be taking part in the Hannibal Cannibal 5K, I figured we'd come back with something a little more festive, patriotic, and just plain fun. The Firecracker Martini. For this cocktail, you'll need 1.5 ounces of vodka, 4.5 ounces of lemonade, 1 ounce of Blue Curaçao, and red pop rock for the rim. Because adulthood means putting candy on your cocktails and calling it sophisticated. So first, we're gonna rim the martini glass with red pop rock. I went ahead and did that because I get a little messy. So this is what that looks like. So in our shaker of ice, had to hide it from the sun. In our shaker of ice, we're gonna pour 4.5 ounces of our lemonade. I went ahead and used pre-made lemonade. Again, we've talked about, I'm lazy sometimes. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of vodka. We're going with Grey Goose. You can use whatever you like, Tito's, Absolute, whatever. And if you want a little bit more, go ahead and put it in. I honestly am making a mess right now and wouldn't have it any other way. Then we're gonna do 1 ounce of Blue Curaçao. And that was 1/2 ounce. Let's do an actual ounce. Okay, and again, make it a mess. So now we're gonna shake vigorously for about 15 to 20 seconds. If you've had a stressful week, consider this therapy. Now, I pre-chilled this, and I've chilled it in the refrigerator instead of in ice or water in the glass, just so, you know, I didn't make an even bigger mess. So now let's pour this in. We're gonna just separate it from the ice. Ooh, it's a pretty blue. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I have got honey, because that's what I use to rim the glass with the pop rock, dripping down because it's so hot here. So with this being the most patriotic thing I've seen, without it being a parade, let's give it a taste. The lemonade gives it that fresh citrus flavor. The Blue Curaçao adds just enough sweetness, and then the pop rock sneaks in and reminds you why this is called the Firecracker Martini. It's like the 4th of July showed up in a martini glass. So where does this land on the Ranks and Reaction scale? This one definitely makes me do a little happy dance. It's easy to make, it looks fantastic, and is guaranteed to get people talking about your holiday cookout. Thanks y'all for sticking with us while we made the move. We've got a lot of exciting things ahead of us as we continue to build our new lives here in Missouri, and I'm excited to bring y'all along for the ride. If you make this Firecracker Martini, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, drink responsibly, laugh often. We'll see you next pour.